Every year, millions of tourists arrive in Gatlinburg and the Great Smoky Mountains National Park to take in the beauty and indulge in the fun of the area. Many families would love to see a bear during their visit, and their chances are good with Gatlinburg's proximity to the national park. In the Great Smokies, there's estimated to be 1,900 black bears. That's 2 per square mile. Unfortunately, many of these beautiful animals are fed by humans, or otherwise start to lose their natural fear of us. This unfortunately leads to seeing bears in places you ordinarily would not. This summer has already seen its fair share of human-bear encounters, and in the last 24 hours since this video was posted, 2 of these encounters have been picked up by the national news. This means if you're coming to the area this summer, we need to make sure that we are bear aware, and we learn how to conduct ourselves when we visit areas close to bears. We will cover these proper guidelines shortly. But first we're going to look at where the first encounter took place, which is the Bearskin Lodge. This lodge sits a couple hundred feet from the park entrance.
See the encounter here in a video posted on Facebook. Now, black bears should be fearful of humans. This bear doesn't have any tags on it or any unique markings, so the TWRA says that unfortunately, if they trap a bear in that area in Gatlinburg with similar traits, it will likely be euthanized.
That's a pretty scary encounter, and this encounter will unfortunately end how most do, with the death of the bear. I think it's clear in watching this video that the bear has been habituated to human contact, and the Tennessee Wildlife Rescue Agency even believes that it's likely this bear has been hand-fed in the past. Again, this is not only extremely dangerous for the person hand-feeding the bear, but it does lead to the death of the bear as well.
They have no affection, no love, no interest in you as a person. They only want your food. If they don't get it, they can become aggressive. So, you know, a fed bear is a dead bear, garbage kills bears, all those mantras are true. We want people to not kill the bears and keep them wild and keep them alive so we can enjoy them as a great resource that we have.
Our second encounter took place at the Mountaintop Park, Anakeesta. A bear that has been taught to associate humans with food entered a concession stand.
Go! No! Ain't got nothing for you, buddy.
Mike get. Right here.
Oh, look at he's drooling. He's all about this gumbo.
A little spicy for him.
Sorry, man. I got nothing. Oh, he spilled out.
Hey, no.
You'll be happy to hear that the employee had no serious injuries and refused medical care after the encounter. And you can tell from the audio of this video that there are several people way too close to this bear to begin with. I think it could easily be deducted that this bear felt threatened right from the beginning. So when the bear went to leave and unexpectedly ran into the employee, it did what any wild animal would do. However, this encounter ended about as fortunately as one could. We've also been face to face with the bear in the last couple of weeks as well, just when walking out a front door. And our friend Randy from Tampa Aerial Media had this encounter just a couple days ago as well. Let's be very clear about what we saw in these first 2 encounters. The bears are not at fault. The behavior we saw from these bears is not a natural thing. It's a learned behavior. When we feed bears, they become accustomed to humans and associate us with food. When we do not respect the bear's space, they will defend themselves or become aggressive. This is behavior that will lead to the death of the bear just about every time. And because it is difficult, if not impossible, to positively identify untagged bears, at times innocent bears die. But here's the truth. Bears and humans can safely occupy the same vicinities when proper behavior is practiced. So what can we do to keep ourselves and the bears that we love safe? If you see a bear, make sure to remain watchful and do not approach the bear. Do not allow the bear to approach you. If the bear is at a distance, feeding, or walking by and notices you but continues its natural behavior, no action is needed on your part. Proceed while continuing to observe the bear. If your presence causes the bear to change its behavior, For instance, if it stops feeding, changes its travel direction, watches you, etc., you are too close. Being too close may promote aggressive behavior from the bear, such as running toward you, making loud noises, or swatting the ground. The bear is demanding more space. Don't run, but back away slowly, watching the bear. Increase the distance between you and the bear. The bear will likely do the same. But what if a bear is persistently following you without vocalizing or paw swatting? Change your direction. If the bear continues to follow you, stand your ground. If the bear gets closer, talk loudly or shout at it. Act aggressively or intimidate the bear. Act together as a group if you have companions. Make yourself look as large as possible. For example, move to higher ground. Throw non-food objects, such as rocks, at the bear. Use a deterrent such as a stout stick. If you are carrying bear spray, begin to discharge it when the bear comes within 20 yards of you. Don't run and don't turn away from the bear. Don't leave food for the bear. This encourages further problems. And don't discharge a firearm. This can cause a safety hazard for other visitors. But if the bear indicates that it is indeed after your food, separate yourself from the food and slowly back away. If the bear shows no interest in your food and you are physically attacked, the bear may consider you as prey. So at that point, you want to fight back aggressively with any available object and do not play dead. I think it is our responsibility as people who live in the area or visit the area to make sure that we're bear aware when we are here. If we follow these guidelines, we'll be well on our way to changing the situation for everyone involved. So please, on your next trip to the Smokies, follow these guidelines to make sure we protect these beautiful animals. By doing so, we not only ensure the bear safety, but the safety of residents and visitors alike. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
If you made it this far, like if you liked it, comment if you're a fan, subscribe if you're feeling it. If not, that's okay too.
Wow.